And this is the thing. So I think British and American reef keepers don't talk that much, to be fair, because the ocean.
Yeah, but the internet. So
Yeah.
the ocean is a non-thing, right?
Yeah.
Screw that ocean. We got the internet. We can do whatever we want.
This is very true.
But I agree. I think whether it's all in my mind or not, my online antics are better received by those across the pond.
Do you know what? So I wanted to ask you about this because obviously I follow you on Instagram and I see the comments you get, and sometimes, as a general rule, I think most people appreciate, because you're down the line, you're open and honest, and you just want to share things, knowledge and information you find out. But every now and then, you attract people that I don't ever attract on my channel. So I get negative comments from time to time, of course.
Yep.
But you get comments from people. It's like they're flat earthers almost, and I never quite figured out why people want to argue with you so much and tell you that you're wrong, given that you're trying to help. So, but why is that?
I don't know. So I don't know the relationship in Europe, in UK. I don't know the relationship between the reefer, the sponsored reefer, and the sponsor, or those who are trying to attract the attention of manufacturers. Right. I don't know how that relationship exists where you are. The majority of the naysayers that I attract are dangling, and I do this, right? They're dangling from the butthole of the manufacturer they're trying to attract. Right there.
Okay, really.
And right. I've called them lapdogs, right? They are manufacturer or retail lapdogs.
Right.
And I think there's a balance. I think there's a way to be able to support a manufacturer. GHL has been very kind to me, and I've been very harsh on their equipment, and that when I need to be, when it's not doing what I expected to do. But then on the other hand, I love the way it's funny because I love GHL software, and that's always the thing that people talk about. But I love, maybe my German brain allows me to click with that software a little bit better. But the reliability of the equipment, same how you feel your Reef Factory equipment, you rave about that stuff, and I really want to play with it over here. But I think it's just the relationship that you build with the manufacturer or the retail establishment that then maybe defines who you're going to be online. You're very good about your balance. You're very open about the equipment, how you obtain the equipment, what your expectations of the equipment, that kind of thing. Moki is another great example of someone who manages that balance well. It's not all like I can like the simplicity of putting a Sky over my tank and powering it up and immediately running it, because that connection process is the best I've ever used in any light ever. But the light itself is like meh. I mean, it's not doing anything different than other lights, right? Yeah. So I can like one thing about something and then really dislike maybe the business practices or how the equipment's made, that kind of thing. So I'm not like all in. And then I think that creates some of the consternation that maybe you see in posts.
So I don't know how the relationships work either. I always wonder if I'm doing things differently or if I'm doing things the same. And I'd say balance is important to me. And I've made videos in the past when Reef Factory started sending me stuff. I made videos where I thought I've got to say the good and the bad, and it's all good equipment. Most equipment in the hobby is good anyway, so it's easy from that point of view. But there were times when I'd make a video and I'd think I'm highlighting bad things, and I'm thinking, are they going to hate me?
No, they don't. They appreciate it.
Exactly, right? Exactly. And the conversation. So I've had conversations after a video's been gone out because they don't see it in advance, of course, and they say your criticisms were fair. We love the video. And it's just, that's, I think, as long as you're fair, as long as you're not unreasonable, you don't need to just be saying everything is amazing, there are no flaws, it's perfect. You can be honest
Yep.
and they don't mind.
Exactly. And then look, the way you treat Reef Factory has attracted my attention. Just you using the equipment and you talking about the equipment, both pros and cons. I was like, well, I want to play. So, I mean, you're what they have hoped to gain by working with you, they have absolutely achieved. But you've also done that. You personally have done that in a way that makes sense, in a way that's fair to who you are. I think that matters.
Because people always question YouTubers, and I do as well. So when I watch other YouTubers, quite rightly, by the way, when I watch other YouTubers, I always think, "Are you giving that for free?" And are you just saying that because you work and you want to get? Because some people often say, "Oh, you know, I wasn't paid for this; I was just giving it for free." It's like, yeah, but you would give it. You want to keep
paid,
and you want to get more stuff in the future, and I get that. But I always wonder, even though, you know, I've seen how it works, I always think to myself, hang on a second, are you doing something? And most of the time they're not, but you just can't help yourself.
Yeah, agreed. I never expect anybody to send me anything ever again.
No.
So that's how I treat it, right? Cool of you to have sent me something. Understand that you're going to get my no kidding opinion. So I never expect anything beyond that. And then I'm elated when maybe something else shows up. That's pretty cool. I like being able to given the opportunity. I like being able to, actually, this came up with BRS once, but I like being able to, I like being asked what would I expect from a new equipment item? What would I expect from a modified version of what I'm currently using? That kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, makes me feel like I'm helping.
For sure. So do you get that? Because I don't. I feel like companies generally don't want to know what it's not they don't want to know what customers think, but it's the old Henry Ford thing. You know, if you ask a customer what they want, they'd say a faster horse. So do you actually get companies asking for feedback?
I have been asked for feedback a couple times.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe that leads to something. Maybe it doesn't. Actually, I was asked by a BRS representative to help with product development, and I said no.
Okay. Why?
Because I don't think. Two reasons. First, I like being able to have the voice I have, and I don't want to have to temper my voice based on a business relationship. Second, if that was 5 years ago, BRS, I'm all in. I'm like, let's go. Can I move? Can I come to Minnesota? I like Minneapolis. Let's go. I got a cabin north of there. Let's go. But nowadays, I think it's a little different. I think it's whatever, through their growth, through their success, through their awesome effort in teaching me and everybody else maybe how to reef, right? There's some really good information in there. Their success has changed the business, not necessarily for the worse, but outside of maybe the scope of my comfort if I were to want to help.
Yeah, okay.